Hello, welcome to Repair Class with GB Audio. I've got an old 1980s mixing console here today, made by a company called Seck from the UK back in the 80s. This is the model 1282, which is 12 inputs, 8 buses, and then 2 is the left-right master. These were pretty popular back in the day because they were good value for money and had a fairly small footprint and plenty of features. These desks are quite straightforward to work on. There's a lot of very straightforward componentry in them. The biggest difficulty is getting into them. There's a couple of secrets that Seck don't tell you about in the manual, and I'm going to share those secrets with you today about how to get into it. This one, as you can see on the left here, has already been opened up. It's had the first block of 6 channels taken out. I'm going to show you how to get into it and open up the rest of it. So I've made a start. The screws around the edge have to be taken out here and up this side. Once you've taken those screws out, we have to go to the end of the console. Around the side here, on the side panel, we can see there's a series of screws along here. They don't need to be taken out completely, but they do need to be loosened off a couple of turns. Loosen off each one. Okay, so with the side panel loosened a little bit, this is really important because you won't get it open without that, and all the edge screws removed, you can stand the desk up on its back with the desk standing up vertically. We can just give it a little shake and the desk will slide forward, so you can get your thumb in. And then it should be possible to just lift it out. And we'll see here down the side, see how close that PCB is to the edge of the panel. That's why the side panel needs to be loosened off. Okay, so now we've got the back of the case off the console, and I've left one of the fader caps on here to show you. These just pull off and we put these aside. That way the sliders can drop out through the slot. So as well as the screws around the edge, we have to take out these ones here that hold the top of each fader and the bottom one of each fader. This is a shortcut hack. I've already taken out the other ones to save time, so you don't have to watch for ages to know what's going on. Okay, here's the other little secret to this console. The XLRs at the top here all appear to be riveted onto the panel, and unfortunately I know some people have taken a drill to these to get them off. That actually won't help you because the casing of the XLR is designed to stay on the panel, and the inside section of the XLR unlocks. If you see carefully, there's a 4th hole, as well as the 3 audio connectors. There's a 4th hole in the middle, which is a 2mm flat drive. You can use a screwdriver. This is a little angle driver that I've made. You slot it into the middle hole there until it locates in the slot. Then give it a quarter turn and it's unlocked. And we do that for all 6 of the connectors. Oh. It's actually really simple once you know. There we go. Now, it might be a little stiff if they've been in here a while, so you might need to push through, but you press on the center part of the XLR, the black bit, and you can see they're slowly going down through the shell of the connector, and then it just pops out. There we go. And the top panel can lift away, and there we've got our circuit board ready for working on. So those are the 2 secret hacks of the Seck mixing console that I'm showing you today. They apply across the range from the 6.2, the 12.2, the 24.2, the 12.8.2 and the 18.8.2. All those consoles disassemble in exactly the same manner. Now obviously going back together, it's the opposite. So if you've found these hacks useful today, please do subscribe to our channel down below and give us a like, and good luck servicing your own console.